There are so many dinosaur games coming this year and next year and in the future, and it's hard to compile them all into a list. However, here are 10 upcoming dinosaur games that you should be excited for, so let's just start the list right off right now. Have you ever wanted to play Paleo Pines mixed with Animal Crossing? Well, Amber Isle is the game for you. An upcoming shop management / social simulator game in a world full of dinosaurs. You must gather, craft and sell items to meet the needs of your paleo folk customers. Using the profits from the shop to help rebuild the dinosaur island, unlock new areas, decorate it with new paths and foliage and amenities to attract more people over who would eventually maybe stay there and become customers to your little shop. This is an adorable little game, and I'm sure so many of you guys will have a soft spot for this one. This has been made by Team 17, which is actually an offshoot of some of the developers from Paleo Pines, and this is releasing onto Steam, and it's releasing this year on October 10th. So check it out when it's released. Immerse yourself in an ancient world, lost in the shuffle of evolution, filled with creatures that impart awe and wonder. Aldian of Ancients is an upcoming dinosaur survival game where you play as the dinosaur. This is a game that aims to emulate the days long gone, hoping to keep a realistic game and environment while taking a few liberties to ensure the gameplay is fun and engaging. This is a game I think is good to keep an eye on. It's taken massive leaps and bounds since its pre-alpha trailer, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the pre-alpha trailer, I was a bit unsure because of its goofy old art style. However, now it's got some absolutely gorgeous dinosaurs, and they've really taken a step up in their graphical capabilities, and the world generation and the dinosaur models themselves. It's very much akin to Beasts of Bermuda, but this is on Unreal Engine 5. This is being made by Norian Games, and there is no specific whereabouts on where this is releasing at the moment, but the studio is a PC and console gaming studio, so there's potential we could see it on both. And there's no ETA on its release just yet. Frontier officially announced this by acknowledging they signed a license with Universal for a third Jurassic World game. Coming in at number 8 is Jurassic World Evolution 3. Likely to properly expand upon the Jurassic World game franchise, a massively successful park building game franchise, Jurassic World Evolution 3 could become one of the best park builders if it expands as expected. With Frontier shifting the focus to creative park management games like Jurassic World and Zoo Tycoon, games that they do very well and effectively, we could very much see great things from our favourite dinosaur park building franchise. Of course, as I've said, this has been made by Frontier, however, platforms are not confirmed just yet. However, you can probably expect this, like the other games, Jurassic World Evolution 2 and Jurassic World Evolution, on PC, PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S consoles. And there are rumours that this is scheduled between June 2025 and May 2026. There will be the Q26 financial year, I'm pretty sure that's it, but once again, this is mainly a rumour. So yeah, things can change. Number 7 is a game that definitely spices things up a little bit, and to my eyes, this could be one of the most interesting ones. Have you ever wanted to play Dark Souls but with dinosaurs? Because Dinoblade brings that combat to life. Dinoblade is an upcoming dinosaur fighting game made as a personal project by Gene Animate, who originally started this off as a meme where dinosaurs would fight with giant swords and other weapons. He was sharing it on his TikTok, Twitter, all that. It blew up, and he's basically taken on the task of turning this into some form of personal project game with flash combos and finishing moves. Already with a wide array of dinosaurs in the game like Ankylosaurus, Spinosaurus, Tyrannosaurus and even Shantungosaurus, and a wide array of weapons to use. This game is possibly one of the most interesting ones on the list, takes the cake for a dinosaur fighting game. This is being made by Gian, I don't know how to actually say his name, I think it's Gene Animate, and I'm not sure when it's releasing or where it's going to release. So yeah, do bear that in mind. There's no ETAs and nothing saying where it's specifically going at the moment. 6th place, because we're returning to the Jurassic franchise, and this one I'm sure a lot of you will be very excited for. Return to Isla Nublar the day after the events of the 1993 Jurassic Park film, as InGen scientist Dr. Maya Joshi, who was unable to evacuate the island. Your aim is simple: survive and use the resources at your disposal to get away from the dinosaurs and get out of there, while of course exploring through a fully realized Isla Nublar filled with reactive wildlife, dinosaurs and other surprising threats. And when I say dinosaurs, expect those that you know and love, the film's iconic dinosaurs, from the Dilophosaurus to the Tyrannosaurus Rex, as we saw both of them in the trailer and they look absolutely incredible. Once again, this has been made by Saber Interactive and it will likely release onto PC with Steam and the Epic Store, PS5 and the Xbox consoles. However, I don't know when it's going to release just yet, that's to be announced. This is the game for all of you to write home about in my eyes. It's a Jurassic Park game, not a Jurassic World game. And I think it's the type of game that many of you guys have been long awaited for. So many of you people wanted to play Jurassic World Evolution 2, but from the perspective of the dinosaur breakout. Jurassic Park Survival is essentially that, but taking place in the movie's post-events, like after it's happened. And I can confidently say this is probably one of the most anticipated games on the list. The next one on the list, number 5, is in my eyes probably one of the most random dinosaur games here. Sun and Bone is an upcoming fast-paced first-person shooter for PlayStation 5. When a local farm in Patchwork, Montana is attacked by a group of notorious bandits, Sheriff Sam Judge sets out to bring them to justice by any means necessary and save the hostage they have taken. But on his journey through the mysterious motives of those he pursues, Sam finds himself transported to another world overrun with prehistoric creatures, dinosaurs, and now he must fight for his life and to make it back to Earth. It is your job to fight through this, fend off the hordes of dinosaurs and get back on track and make it back to Earth from this very weird yet random world full of dinosaurs. This thing reminds me of Turok and Doom in one game. It's random, it's crazy, it has dinosaurs and yet random ass monsters too. Unfortunately, however, this is likely going to be a PlayStation exclusive. You will not see this on Xbox or PC. It's being made by Team Kill Media and is releasing in 2024 onto PlayStation. Set in 1996, the sky over New Manitoba City is choked with pollution. An anonymous whistleblower contacted OSEA, claiming that chronogas had violated the federal laws banning the use of time travel. A health and safety enforcer was dispatched to investigate the claims, but found that the situation was way more urgent than anyone could have predicted. He was forced to act decisively. This is Compound Fracture and is an incredible action game with a retro horror feel to it. In Compound Fracture, you will need to investigate a heinous crime, as well as fight off dinosaurs that now inhabit Chronogas's prehistoric compound. This is a game that is extremely nostalgic. This reminds me graphically of the old James Bond games, old games like Turok, those games that are on the PlayStation 1, 2, stuff like that. It reminds me of that graphically. And it's got dinosaurs, it has that grungy horror feel. This thing looks fantastic. Although this is made by Iteria Games, it's coming to Steam. However, I don't know when it's going to be released just yet. That's to be announced. And that's a common theme with many of the games upcoming. A survival game with tribal humans and dinosaurs coexisting on an island together. Technically more of a survival horror for the humans, so this is Echoes of Extinction and comes in at number 3. This is a hardcore prehistoric survival horror game set on an island inhabited by player-controlled characters like dinosaurs and tribal humans, offering a dynamic ecosystem where players must compete for resources, survive harsh conditions, and adapt to the challenges in a prehistoric world. The human side has all of this to offer: build and secure your base, gather items and complete tasks, explore and progress via landmarks and get rewards from those landmarks, tame dinosaurs by acquiring and incubating eggs or capturing juvenile dinosaurs, form alliances with other tribes and forming raids against other tribes as well. You've then got skill specialization like hunting, healing, crafting. Craft your role in your tribe. Make it your own. Customize your playstyle how it fits your tribe. The dinosaurs will get a handful of mechanics as well, like skins and adaptations, temperature adaptation, diets and feeding, nesting and territory, mating ritual skills and playstyles, digestive system and dung, environment adaptation, taming and territory, and anxiety debuffs. This has been made and is spearheaded by the YouTuber Islander via Extinct Studios, which I think they're aiming to get the studio called that. This will be planned to release onto Steam, however there is no ETA at the moment. This game has been in development for 8 months and there is a lot of progress to show. However, there is also a tech demo available to patrons and community contributors at the moment that will be updated all the way to a free demo that will release alongside a Kickstarter campaign. So stick around for this one. It's going to be a very exciting, very promising game that I'm sure we all cannot wait for. Number 2 is made by New Zealand-based Floating Rock Studios, where they blew everyone away in 2023 with an incredibly put together trailer of an upcoming dinosaur show called Kyoryu. Set in what's like the post-apocalyptic world of Japan, with dinosaurs in different clays, from samurai rexes to a rival gang of Dimetrodons. As this is set to be an animated series, you may be wondering, why is this on a list of dinosaur games? Well, the studio says that this is going to be an episodistic game to come alongside the series as well. So that means you'll be able to play the game while watching the episodes of Kyoryu, and I think that's so cool. This has been made by Floating Rock Studios, and currently we're unsure on where this is going to release and when it's going to release, but I'm likely going to say that this one's going to release alongside the series itself, so let's stick around for that one. Cannot wait for this. This looks so pretty. When the trailer first came out, I was like, please say there's going to be a dinosaur game with it, please. And there was. My dreams came true, and I really hope they deliver on it, because this thing is going to be absolutely awesome. Likely going to be a single player game, judging by how they're doing the series. But yeah, either way, a story-driven dinosaur game like this is going to be awesome. Now, before we get into number 1, there are 3 honourable mentions to me. You've got The Lost Wild, you've got Extinction, and of course, Arc 2. Now, there are many more dinosaur games coming in the future. This is technically 13 with 3 honourable mentions and 10 in the list. There's still so many more, and I've definitely probably missed some. However, let's get into number 1 on the list. Tales from sea monsters and missing sailors surround a thick, mysterious fog on the Pacific Ocean. This is game number 1, and you must find a distress call from a group of missing investigative journalists, which lead you to the middle of this island, the thick of it, a tropical island where there should be no island at all, where you should not be. Hostile forces want to keep the island a secret at all costs, but your aim is simple: uncover the truth and find your friends. You will not only have to survive them, but also the fierce inhabitants of this lost world. Explore, fight, survive in Project Ferocious. This is actually just called Ferocious now, by the way. You are all alone on a deadly island occupied by these forces. You've got your camera, you've got some tools and weapons to get through and survive. You can rappel steep cliffs, discover underwater caves, and trying to hide from the terrifying creatures that inhabit the lost world. Heck, there's even massive mechs. This is Titanfall, but with dinosaurs. And you can shoot them, you can blow them up, you can blow humans up, you can let the dinosaurs kill the humans pretty much. There is so much here in this game. This is going to be a very fun game. Ferocious, this is made by Omyog. It's going to be releasing onto Steam. However, don't know when it's releasing just yet, but check out the last trailer they made. This thing is getting closer and closer to a complete state, and I cannot wait to see more from this. However, everybody, that is the top 10 list of games that you should be excited for. Dinosaur games. Now, if you want to check out another top 10 list, check out this one, which is my top 10 upcoming Dragon games for 2024 and beyond. Anyways, other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.